Hey guys, this is Tori from the Fourth Wall Studio and Art Gallery. You saw my mug a couple months ago during the spring when we were doing the B Square Challenge. Well, we're doing it again. We do it twice a year, once in the spring and once in the fall for Small Business Saturday. So here's just a little bit about that. The B Square Challenge is around a 20-day challenge where we do 15 8x8 flat pieces of canvas. There, this says. Um, and I mean, the challenge is the time constraint. You have to get creative. You have to, I mean, most of the time try things you've never done before, to speed up that like creative process, the conceptualizing of the piece, the painting, or the Mod Podging of the piece, or whatever you decide your medium is. That's a couple of questions I've had so far since we've opened up registrations are, should I just use paint? And absolutely not. You can use whatever medium you want. You can use you can collage. You can use. We had somebody that did like pieces, kind of like a mosaic. She added like pieces of glass, I think, during the spring, and like plastic, and then a bunch of different glues that created like amazing dimension on just these little pieces. The only requirement is that it does not get bigger than that 8x8 size. But you can totally add dimension. You can use whatever medium you want. I have a couple examples of that I'll show in a little bit. And we do ask that you clear coat them to protect them, your pieces, just so that they don't get hurt in transport, and so that it's easier for the new owner, if they get purchased and when, to take care of those pieces. So, breakdown of the costs. For adults, it is $36, and that is the same price that they sell at. We did up it a little bit. We kind of wanted to keep with that B square theme, so it's a square. For kids, it's not. It's $18. $18 to buy in, and then $18 that each piece is sold at. So the pickup for these pieces, because we do supply you with all 15 of those canvases, is October 28th. The drop-off is the 18th, so you really do have that time constraint, which I love. I mean, the challenge is just that. I mean, if you've had months and months to do it, if you're real, something about artists, we procrastinate and procrastinate and procrastinate. So even if we gave you months and months to do this, I guarantee you would be doing all these pieces in 20 days anyway. So it's just that little bit of stress, and then at the end you get that huge relief that comes with it, is I really did this challenge. I completed it. It is up on the walls for people to see. And that can be intimidating at first, but it's really a great feeling at the end. It's so cool just to see all of the pieces, and some of them being yours, and you can see what other people did and all that jazz. It's so much fun. So we have a preview for this show. We didn't last time. That's something that we're changing. We're gonna have a preview for each show. So the preview is on November 25th from 5 to 9. If you've ever been to one of our First Friday events, it's going to be just like that. We're going to have all of the artwork filling the walls, just like the wall behind me. It's going to be filled with all these little 8x8 pieces. And we'll be open from 5 to 9. We'll have some like beverages and snackage, and this is so everyone can see, where everything is. They can see what's out there and what's available the next day. The next day is Small Business Saturday. We are open at 10 a.m. So be here before that if you want to buy, or if you want to see your pieces before they go to somebody else's home, because last B Square Challenge we had over 40 participants and over 500 pieces on our walls. We had to innovate and figure out new ways to hang, because there were just so many pieces, and it was amazing. So because of that, because of people marketing themselves and sharing like the event on Facebook and be like, hey, I'm gonna have pieces here, you should go check them out, which I highly recommend you do. That's how we get people down here. I mean, your friends and your family, they want to support you. Like, let's be real here. Like, this is it's just one of those things. You're opening yourself up creatively, and people want to see that. We had at least 40 people lined up at the door before we opened to sell. We had one of our regulars. She was here over 2 hours before we opened, sitting outside just playing on her phone, and I think she was crocheting or something as well. And we had quite a few people to follow her. Like, we had people waiting out here an hour before the show, and the closer and closer we got to opening, the more people were there. And I mean, just to be fair and to keep everything a secret, because we didn't do that preview, we had curtains up in the window so people would just have to guess where the piece that they want is. So it was kind of hectic, but this time we are adding in that preview, and so it'll give people more of a relaxed atmosphere without the rush to find the piece that they want to buy. The rush is the next morning. So let's see. But I really do encourage you guys to do this challenge. I have a couple example pieces. This one is Mindy Van Horn. This is an example of just a quick mixed media piece. So like this background is watercolor and ink on the canvas. And then this cute little fox dude is acrylic paint. So, and you can find a medium to paint on these canvases to make it a lot easier to put watercolor on them. And if you want to do watercolor, I highly recommend you do that. It makes your life so much easier. Let's see. I have this adorable piece. This is I Love You Dearly from Caitlin Cooper. She's one of my good friends. She's actually in art school. She's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure this one's mixed media as well. She's got some acrylic in there, but honestly, I just think it's adorable, so I wanted to show you guys. See, this is one of my pieces from last year. I used like a palette knife to just slap paint on the backgrounds until I liked the colors, and that was one of my ways of reducing the thought time that went into things, because when I got the background I liked, that's when I figured out what I was doing on top. And so I did cute little flowers on all of them. And then this is another one by Caitlin. I just like her stuff because it's really, really cute. But the reason I'm showing you these is because they're all three of us pretty different in our art styles. We all had different ideas for this challenge. We all did different things, used our paint in different ways, had different techniques, and that's the point. We want that huge diversity in pieces and in ideas on our walls. So honestly, no idea is too little or silly or anything like that. One of my favorite pieces that a friend of mine actually owns was one of our regular artists had, I think, Tina from Bob's Burgers. I could be wrong. I'm not good with names and shows. But she was like holding this little heart that was a butt, and it said "Butts Save the World," something close to that. But it was just so funny, and it was great, and like it sold instantly. So just sign up, challenge yourself. It's what got me back into painting after years and years of not doing anything artistic. I used to say that I can't art, which is a huge lie. Because ever since I started doing this challenge, ever since Mindy convinced me to do it, I have now been a featured artist at our gallery. I've opened myself up to art. I'm so much more appreciative for all the effort that goes into things. And it's a whole new world once you get involved in these things. And the best part about these challenges too is if you keep doing them, from challenge to challenge, you can see that huge improvement in your skills and your talents and the way you put your ideas on paper. It's just I mean, the challenge is fun, and it's a chance to open yourself to just this whole new way of thinking, really. And it's just, I think it's awesome. And I'm going to keep doing it. And I know Mindy is too. And I'll be posting my progress, and we'll be posting updates on the challenge. I already have 20 people signed up. Sign-ups are only for a couple more days. I'm extending it a little bit, and I'll tell Mindy that in a couple minutes. But we are extending it. Original due date was tomorrow, so sign up quick. Yeah. So please call us, email us, message us with any questions or concerns or comments. We'd love to hear them. I love being able to answer people's questions and help them feel more comfortable, because it is putting yourself out there quite a bit to do this challenge. Our phone number is 208-743-9999. Awesome phone number, right? Pretty easy to remember. And just let us know if you guys have any questions. I'm Tori. Thank you for watching this. Please put yourself out there and sign up for this challenge. It's awesome, and it's so much fun. Bye, guys.